haven't followed CCL the past season or so.
Me neither. I played the last 4 games of the season. Oh, 5 technical. I did play 1 game this last day. I played Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Before that, I played 1 game the whole season.
So it's diomed against someone else who I don't know.
No diomed.
New folk.
Ratamo? No clue.
Ratamo. Yeah, new blood.
But I did think that Necro versus Kislev sounded fun.
It's definitely an interesting matchup.
So diomed got a only strings 4 wolf.
Only a strength 4 wolf, or what a shitter.
A blood's tackle strength 4 wolf, a blood's sidestep wolf, strength blood ghoul, wrestle ghoul, mighty blow block on both. Oh, he got mighty blow first on the fleshies. That's rowdy.
Oh, that's bold.
Yeah, but I guess it does help them getting. They are kind of annoying getting skills on, but it does mean one of them is missing guard, which is a bit shit.
Yeah.
Especially in this matchup. He's 2 guard. Both his wides are only guard as well. That must have been. He must have lost some. He must have lost some wides, right? It cannot be.
I mean, it's virtually pos. I think.
No, 22 matches. Holy crap!
How many games has he played?
One of them had played 22 matches. The other one has played. He's just not skilling up wides.
I hope purple chest.
He played 22 games.
Okay, so one of them's been around forever.
Both of them has been 22 games.
Oddly, he hasn't chosen to try and skill them up more.
Yeah.
That's an odd team to take into playoffs.
So one of the ghouls are new-ish. The other ghoul is half his. Both fleshies are original as well.
It's a very effective record, but it does look like he's done almost everything with the wolves.
Yeah. I've fought like 16 games. I thought those white must be new, but like most his team is almost original. Of those ones, both fleshies are original, both good whites are original. One of the wolves is original, the other wolf has only missed 5 games. So that's probably actually also the first wolf. If you started 1 wolf, that might actually be like original as well.
The first time it was bought, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I think this is just a case of overdeveloped wolves. He's done everything with the wolves, and he's allowed them to have all the touchdowns. And the sure hands ghoul has got them when they haven't, and everything else has skilled up very slowly. I mean, it's not bad. It's fairly solid across the range, but it just doesn't have anything that you go, wow, does it?
But both whites are like a touchdown from a skill up. Why are you not prioritizing getting just at least one of those skills up?
Well, because not everybody completely min-maxes and rinses ruthlessly to go into the chalice in absolute peak condition.
No, but like getting just those 2 extra skills would be really nice, right? Stand firm on both
absolutely.
those
it absolutely would, and I would, and you would. But I'm just saying, not everybody does.
But diomed he's not unknown.
No, Diomed's a decent coach,
and he's been here before. It's not like the other guy I don't really know.
I mean, the werewolves are superstars. They're fantastic. A blood sidestepper and a plus strength.
Yeah.
The problem is just the rest of the team is sort of lacking. Like you have.
Yeah, I mean, there's an okay ball carrier.
You have one fleshy that's nice. You have a ball carrier which has nothing special other than sure hands and block. You've got a sacking ghoul, mighty blow block, flesh column.
Yeah, I'd like the sacking ghoul to also have tackle or strip ball, ideally both. I'd like the whites to have something, some mighty blow or some tackle. But guard is a great first skill for them. So yeah, it's fine.
It's not like the white.
There's a dirty player you probably can't foul with because it's your only other block piece. It's fine.
Okay, is this Dio fine or regular person fine?
I'd want to get put 10 more games on it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Another person on the bench, skill those 2 whites.
That's the
perhaps if I'm
thing.
feeling cheeky, get another skill on the wrestle ghoul as well.
That's the difference with like Elf, where you can get away with playing this amount of games and still have like decent skills. That's the difference in 84 and 83, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
needs a little bit more development.
I think I would put in the games necessary to get those 2 whites up to at least stand firm or tackle.
Yeah, if you're going guard first, you might as well just go stand firm and saying it's the wolf that's doing all that blitzing.
Yeah, the problem is though that there's a heavy lack of mighty blow. Like you've got the 2 flash columns as the only things that have mighty blow.
But that's...
And neither of the wolves has got a double. I mean, the plus strength is nice, and the tackle on it's nice. It's a good tackle piece, great safety, great elf hitter. But mighty blow would just really make that an all-round killer. I mean, it's not far off a skill.
No, but that's a lot. He could get some. It's a deep playoff, so if he gets a couple of good games, the team will be better, and it's not likely to die like my wood
It's
elf.
not going to die. That is the team as it is. So that's our advice for next time. If you get a team to this point, is try and push on and do a few more games.
Yeah, especially
as it is, he's going to have to use what's there. I'll be back in a sec.
And the record is good enough to he could probably have taken a loss, right?
Like if you still have the conceits to do it, and you spin into something like a 2200 kill chaos team, you might just say, fuck it, I'm going to concede. Because I'm not going to risk my playoff ready team for that.
7-20, and it's still 7-20, and got all the money. Well, got the 3 reroll at least. Where's the Kislev? I have no clue what he's... Did you see that Andy Davis Killer Nurgle lost to this to 1510 under team?
As I said, I have not been following, but no, that is hilarious.
So 1990 Necro now after the not Necro Nurgle after the game lost 1-0 to 500 down.
I mean, to be fair, I've won games with Undead where I was 800 TV down against Nurgle.
Yeah, but it was actually a good Nurgle team. It was legit actually good. Why can I not find anything?
The thing about Davo is...
It's there. So it's 1480 Kislev. So that's with 3 blitzers and 1 catcher. What the fuck is going on here? Um, 85 blitzer, 2 guard blitzers, 185 catchers. So the 285 need to win the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he's actually 1560 because there's a loner as well coming in.
1560? Don't you mean 1540?
Yeah, 40.
I mean, it's a Kislev team, so I can still do things, especially considering it's going to get inducements.
Yeah, so he's still got a whiz. But he will take a whiz because he's got 285s.
Yeah.
That could be a problem. If that sure hands goes out on that. But that's nothing. That's their 285. There's no sacking besides the wrestle.
No.
But to be fair, wrestle tackle on Bloodshow is fine. That's the 2 guard as well. Actually, if he's good, I don't know him. Kislev might actually win this.
I mean, the thing about the new playoffs is I like the fact that it includes more people into it. Like you can get more excuse me, you can get more coaches in to start playing. But I mean, we genuinely don't know how good this coach is.
No, but I think it does seem to mean that the next couple of rounds is. I think the last rounds are better.
Oh, the game started, by the way.
Thank you. I do think the playoff, I think that overall, it actually makes the later rounds a bit better.
Yeah, it does, because it means that and I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be mean. It means the riffraff get knocked out in the first round.
But it also means people get in with better teams because they don't have to destroy teams to get there.
Yep.
So you get more people with better teams.
Yep. There's definitely that.
Not bad. I would be perfectly happy if the cup was 1,300 teams. That would be probably an advantage for me compared to this yet.
I think it'd be an advantage to most of the people who are used to playing at NAS-style tournaments. Or NAS-style games.
So we got the rain, and we got Necro driving with the ball.
Yep.
Kislev have Babe and Wish.
Starts off with an instant full knockout as well.
And the loner get minus strings.
Oh.
String busted.
Yeah, but you don't care about the loner.
No. And a KO. Ooh. He might not have Mighty Blow, but who cares?
Who needs Mighty Blow? Right? Right?
Yeah, it's not needed. We did see
It's
that.
a fake skill. It's a fake skill.
Some of us was casting a game where the dwarves tried to not use the Mighty Blow the whole game.
So, that's 3 removals in a turn. That's adversity for the Kislev.
But nobody important. It's literally it's literally his 3 out of 4 players with no skills.
Yeah, it is literally just the 3 players. He just doesn't give a shit.
And he still got 2 85s.
Yeah. And he does have a babe, so the KOs are fine.
And it's raining.
Yeah. Very, very tight cage. And, I mean, you have a 6-man fireball hitting both wolves and both ghouls.
He's not taking it. It's not worth it.
You don't take it, but it's an interesting dilemma from Diomed to give Ratamo. And he did it. Never mind. I take it back. Okay. Okay. So, the biggest threat to Diomed's drive is now done. It's gone. And it did nothing.
It prone one and push the ball free.
Yeah,
still
but
got
what
guard.
can you do with the ball?
You can blitz. You can, if you want to commit your 2 guards, blitz the tackle. You take the wrestle tackle hit on the strings 4 into the ball and hope for the best. You need to do that. You use the wizard. You might as well try now.
Yeah, I suppose you might as well just give it a shot.
Oh my god.
Stunned wolf, ball, bobble, bobble. Bad bobble. For the slan. So what's that? 2, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's a 4+ if the slan are willing to commit to it. I think it's dubious to do it, though. Big Kev die?
No, Big Kev is eating and moved his microphone a little bit up. You definitely... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Not for reroll, why not? Snakes!
I mean, it's a very aggressive line for the Slan to take, and it's turn 1, and you've already saw a lot of contact.
But if
When you could have taken a more patient line and just waited it out, wait until you get the moment where it's a great wizard.
But I think using the wizard means he needed to try that as well.
Yeah. It's a very aggressive line to take. Like, turn 1, wizard gone. And this being overtime format, you may not even want to use it here on this drive.
Ooh, that's a tasty pow.
A juicy pow. It's a nice pow as well. So Diomed is just looking to stabilize now, try and get the ball back in his hands.
Yeah.
He does have the sure hands, which is just lovely.
Yeah, oh, he didn't even break armor. But it's still a 4+.
It is. It's 75%.
But the
I mean,
the Kislev have the same.
Yeah. But it's not an aggressive line from Diomed to take. It's a stabilization. It's trying to stabilize the drive. Easy. Just roll 6s. It's easy. Just roll 6s. It's not that hard. Don't know why everyone complains about why Blood Bowl has to be so hard. Just roll 6s.
And he rolled 2 of them in that turn. Ooh, that was a bit spicy.
Spicy. The same can't really be said for this game.
Oh, this is already a thrilling one. It's not 2.5 hours yet. Well, he will get more chances.
I mean, it's Slan. He always has a chance. It's just a question of when you take it.
5 seconds.
Oh, hey, Squirrel. So, Diomed opened up his first turn with doing a KO and a casualty on the line, and then doing a KO on the blitz, and then decided to put 2 wolves, 2 ghouls, and 2 zombies in a nice little square where you could just hit them with a 6-man fireball. And the Slan just decided to take it immediately, even though it was a terrible fireball, because there was, if it went wrong, it was in such a bad board state. Like, there was no point to use it there. You're not creating a problem for Diomed unless you get 4 out of 6 down, and that's stretching it a bit on your luck. So the fireball was used. All it did was knock out the ball. The other 5 players were stood up, and he took a very aggressive line to try and pick up with the Agi 5 catcher and double wand it. Trust me, both Big Kev and I disagreed with the fireball. Like, it was pointless. So now we're just looking at what Diomed can do. Or what he decides to do for the rest of this drive. Like, he's in a really good board state, being up 3 players and the wizard down, which means basically the biggest threat to his drive is gone. Which means now Ratamo has to roll dice to try and get dice on the ball. Yeah, I know. You'd think it was like turn 4, but it's only turn 3 because all 3 removals were done in 1 turn.
I take it you just explained the
I did, yes.
squirrel dude what. Yes, it's a bit aggressive.
Very aggressive line. Some might say overly aggressive, some might say it's fine. I'm leaning more to the I'd rather bang my head on the table than do that turn. Hello, Yak. Really isn't much happening this game so far.
Besides a wizard and a besides a wizard
Yeah, but
and a
it
fence
hasn't really added excitement, has it?
Oh, and he's fouling with the block dirty player.
Okay, maybe this game is turning out to be exciting because they're just insane.
It is a good piece, though. I'll probably think about it as well. Like that catcher. If you can take away that catcher, there's no catchers left.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't hate taking that +1 foul on PV7 players.
It's very rowdy to take it.
Yeah, but you're already 3 players up in the drive. If you remove that player, you probably feel like almost you won it. Oh, he's coming again with something.
Oh, no leap. Does do a jump up.
He is. He's all in on those Necros. Putting his blotcher into... Oh.
Oh. What's going on here? 2 dice on the zombie.
Oh, he was trying to make it 2 dice and attack a wolf.
Yeah. But now you just take 2 dice with a wrestle on the zombie. And then, what, 1 die?
You're still taking 1 die. You don't want his wrestle. You don't want that guard catcher to get hit, do you?
And you don't want contact with that wolf, like at all.
Yeah, this was a wacky...
Oh!
It's a wacky start.
It's a crazy start, really.
Libas United.
Catcher recovered. El Juan Di Pau. That's cheeky.
Why not?
It was 33%. I guess it's fine. I think Diomed needs to look to try and regain contact with his 2 flesh columns because they're really, really split right now. I don't like the flesh columns being that split up from each other because they're not supporting each other, like at all.
Yeah, I'll come back. They will be back. They'll be back for more action.
Oh, absolutely.
But no more
Yeah, he's bringing it in.
fireballs.
He's bringing it in. There we go. Not quite connected just yet, but that's good enough. Hmm.
No pow.
It's an isolated Wilf. Free block next turn. What does he do to secure the ball?
Move over behind all the guard. Oh, just move up now. Yeah.
There
Or
you go.
stay and you can move.
Just sort of shimmy your pieces around. I think the plus strength Wilf is fine where he is. It's a good square.
Yeah. Maybe move it one to the little right. Not necessarily really wanted to hit the rest of the tackle piece, do you?
But you don't need it to.
No.
Like, you've got the zombie that can start a chain next turn unless he decides to leap out with it.
Yeah, but still.
Seeking more contact?
Yeah,
Suppose it's fine considering you've got the strength and guard advantage on that flank.
yeah, and like again, it's residue. It's a skillless zombies. I don't know if you actually really want to block with it. You can, of course, later, but you don't really want to do that before the wolves do anything. Yep, up behind the guard wall.
Yeah. Wall of guard. Problem solved. Zombie tucks in. Cage formed.
Now the Kislev is going to do something crazy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it is slan after all. It's just what they do, isn't it?
Now
Like
it's
the how to slan guide is literally just when can you do crazy shit? Okay, is it this turn? Yes. Do it.
so blitzing the zombie. Oh no, blitzing the tackle. The tackle, of course. You just needed to take out the zombie. And get away from Mighty Blow. Probably sensible.
Very sensible, if you ask me. The thing is, you just can't really do much else this turn.
I don't actually hit. He needs, I was about to say, he needs just to get back. You might try the 3+ dodge in with the 85 to hit the Garter. But it maybe.
Like
Could
3+
also
dodge in to hit the guard. Where? How?
85, dodge out, dodge in, hit the Garter.
Yeah, but it doesn't have guard, and the blitz has already been used.
Oh shit, Blitz has been used.
So it'd
Oh,
have to be a 3+. It'd have to be a 3+ leap.
yeah, he
And
can.
that's terrible.
Yeah, he can get around. He can get some. Oh, that's a Garter. That's a bit annoying.
Ratamo just needs to disconnect this turn, try and reshore up his board state.
85 getting hit. Public. Yeah. God. Ooh. Do we do? We cannot really leave them. You don't really want to move them if they fail.
The problem I'm seeing is that when Ratamo sought contact that early in the drive, like he used the wizard on a time where, yeah, it's a great attrition fireball, but that's the problem. You're doing it for attrition on turn 1,
But
where
this, yeah,
you're okay.
But the thing is, if I don't, the problem is that if the problem with the rain, and he rolled a snake anyway. If the 4+ works, he can get the other 85 around and take out the wolf. So he's not unlikely to actually score on that catcher if the 4+ works. If the pickup works with a reroll, he was not unlikely to not. He was pretty likely to at least get a good chance of scoring. But it's pretty silly. And since that, he's just been scrambling.
Yeah, which is the problem, because you're at turn 1, you're down 3 players against Necro Slan. That's a problem in and of itself, right there. But taking a highly aggressive line on turn 1 where you're seeking a lot of contact to try and get the ball out when you're already down 3 players for a drive, I think it's stretching it a bit. Just because you're now seeking contact against the team that wants to block you down. Just so you have a chance of getting the ball. No, it's the same on my end, Squirrel. They may be paused or...
no, it could be. I think it's probably more likely it's one of the players that has a disconnect.
There's that too.
That seems likely. Then it does. If it does suddenly pop back and then count up again. Yeah.
Could also be a pause. It's quite likely that it's a pause as well.
Well, I have to say I'm not managing to load into it. I mean, just got back to my seat. Ah, now I am.
So, just to catch you up, PC, there was a turn 1 fireball from Ratamo, the Slan, that could have taken down 2 ghouls, 2 wolves, 2 zombies, but only managed to take out the ball carrier, who only went down. He then sought contact for that entire turn to try and get the ball, when he was already down 3 players, which was a casualty and 2 knockouts. And he's been scrambling ever since.
See.
So, very rowdy game so far, as the famous Elyod would say.
Besides the fact nothing is happening, is you loaded into the game? Are you just watching?
I'm seeing exactly the same that you're seeing.
Okay, cool. So it is probably by now. I will be inclined to think that one of them has a disconnect.
Well, so what do we think of turn 1 Wizards? I mean, 6 targets is very tasty.
And 4 of the best players.
So, I could word this in a very rowdy, very rude way, but I'm gonna try not to do it. So you're down 3 players on your turn 1, and then you choose to use the fireball on 2 targets that are squishy and weak that could be nice to get rid of, and 2 critical pieces, and then 2 riffraff pieces, just like zombies, useless.
I think the zombie, even if the zombie's not been there, he's still done it.
I think the game there is trying to chip one of the important pieces away. It's feeling the loss of those 3 that went and saying, I need to turn this luck around. I mean, we've seen other high role plays at times. People that field minotaurs, people that foul a lot. There's other ways of trying to get those numbers back on side.
Yes, and still keeping.
I don't hate throwing the whiz early if you really think the game's gone. If you don't take control of this drive, but
I'd like again. I can see why, and he gets the ball carrier down, and the ball scatters out to a 4+ pickup, and he goes for it and fails it. Where if he picks it up, he might still actually end up scoring on the wizard and getting his players back. Yep, clearly disconnect. We're back to 145.
There we go. We're back.
It's not like he lost anything important on the first turn. I mean, yes, 3 players left the pitch, but it was a loner that's broken. And 2 rookies that got KO'd. I think you can give up the drive and not give up the wizard.
Yeah, that's 2 options. Either you go aggressive, fast and early at that case and try to turn around straight away, or you just give up. That's kind of the 2 options.
I think considering that he was down 3 players on turn 1 and then chooses to use the wizard in a very aggressive,
But there's none of
probably attritional manner.
but the
Yeah.
thing is, there's none of those 3 players that make any difference from using the wizard.
No. But
No.
the fact of the matter is you're down 3 players, which means you need to try and stabilize and secure the drive. You're not doing that by using a fireball on turn 1.
He's just falling. He cannot just fall back and screen off anyway. The option is not falling back and stabilizing. It's falling back and not stopping.
Falling back and getting smushed as you do.
The more we talk about it, you already have a worse team, and main players is the 285. And
Did he then come for the ball?
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
He did go for
he
the
did.
ball. Failed it.
Well, then I don't hate it.
He snaked the pickup.
I mean, lots of targets. You've got the players to go for the ball. You're already down men's. I don't hate it. But people don't expect it as well. You know, they do try and bait the fireball, but they don't think it'll come turn 1.
The fireball... I don't like the fireball because I would have played it a lot more patiently. I would have played it very differently, but that's just a matter of taste.
Yeah, I'd do the same, but you sometimes then you end up having the fireball in turn 16 and never used it.
Yeah.
But it's overtime.
It's
but
like having
this is
kids.
not.
Sometimes you wait for the perfect time, and there never is a perfect time. Sometimes you should just get on and use it. I mean, I love the psychological weapon of having it in your toolkit. It does change how the opponent plays and thinks. That's great. I love using it at the peak performance moment. But if you're frightened to go for a 80% shot that you think could be great, waiting for one that you know will be great, when you're already down 3 people and may well lose more, I don't know. I quite like it.
It's also the problem of seeking heavy contact when you've lost 3 players.
But he's seeked heavy contact. He's in contact with his 2 blocking guards against non-tackle to hit the tackle piece for 2 dice. He's got AV8.
He's not wood elves, for goodness sake, or pro elves.
And
he doesn't
no,
melt like butter.
He's blotched AV8 jump up, and he did get wrestle tackle hit on that strength 4. If he can chip that strength 4, then his blood
Frankly,
pieces.
even now, the touchdown is not assured. I mean, that's still a long way to the line, with some feisty players to get through if you don't manage to take your flesh golems with you.
Yeah, it's all the good players left. But the thing is, I'm absolutely fine putting the 2 bloods guard in to get a hit on that strength 4.
I mean, I'm normally with you, Hekram. I would save a wizard until, you know, my final moment, because you just never know when it can turn the tide of a turn that you really need to sort out. But perhaps he thought, okay, I've got 8, I've got the tools still. It's now, or I'm just going to get pulped. After all, he's got no bench, has he? So
it's we had a rowdy turn 1 fireball on mainly the 2 wolf and the 2 ghouls, doing absolutely shit. It didn't help either for the whole thing that it literally only hit 1, and the one it hit, it didn't even stun. If it just stunned the sure hands player it hit, then it'd been a completely different outlook, because the sure hands just walked over and picked it up on a 6.
yeah, I mean, with 6 targets, you'd hope for at least 2, 3 down.
Yeah. And if you can stun
whenever they come at me, it's all 4 down, at least 1 injury.
Oh, he needs to reroll that. He can get a 1 dice on the ball if he wants to. Nope. No, it's I don't take it. Are you not?
Yeah,
why are you not taking that with wrestle? In Pouring Rain, the 1 dice.
I think he's trying to control the field.
Yeah, I'm just
and it does mean putting something else in front of the flesh column and.
Yeah, but it's a bludger.
No, I mean,
I'm
like you. Even if you're controlling the field, if you put the ball down in rain, it's very hard to absolutely predict it's getting back up again.
It seems
there's a ghoul around to this right-hand side. I suppose he could possibly fear the potato up there, but right now I don't hate this position from the Kislev. I think they've got some reasonable odds at stopping this drive still. Even despite the wolves.
I don't know either. Why take that 1 dice hit if it's not the goal? Especially if you take the 1 dice, those 2 pieces, it just mean the blitzer and the vessel is around the flesh golems, and the flesh golems not moving.
We go left here as the necromantic, don't we? I mean,
You
we have
hit
to,
you
don't
hit
we?
the wrestle piece first and see how it goes, right? Because
Yeah.
if that
I mean,
if
ideally,
that
you want to smash that blitzer in the face.
yeah, but if that wrestle if the guard ghoul not the guard, if the white wrestle needs to wrestle down, I'm not sure you want to go left this turn.
No.
And he has to, so that's a problem.
Suboptimal.
Some would indeed say suboptimal.
It's hard going that way now and be protected for 2
Yeah, it definitely is.
pieces.
Yeah.
You're having to leave a fair amount behind and hope for some a 3+ and then even a 4+ dodge to really make it secure. I'm not sure you can.
Would you have re-rolled that block?
Can't,
No.
can you? I mean, next turn is the turn to get stupid.
But he's got 3 rerolls.
Yeah, but
Yes, but if
It's rowdy to do it.
the thing is, I think if you cannot
if
get
it
away.
1 in 36s, you've still got the time for this whole drive to end up with them scoring.
Are you doing it still? But it would be no guard going with you.
I don't
Oh.
think you can commit to that line now. I just don't think you can do it.
If it's not been pouring rain, you could have tried the strings 4 bludge potato instead.
The strength 4 bludge tato.
He's still
I
going
mean, if he could have taken both wolves, I think he'd have gone for it. But I don't think he likes where his wolf is. And I
Oh,
don't
but
think
that's
he
a
wants to
problem,
leave it there.
isn't it? Because those wolves, that's neither of those wolves were getting anywhere besides if he
Called
dodged.
it.
No. I
Yeah,
don't.
That's about wolf protection, not about trying to score. I think he should have left it to a 4+, 3+, and tried to get the wolf out.
I don't like.
Again, if the reroll hadn't gone, maybe he'd have been a bit more
But he
feisty and try and make that
hasn't,
space
he
on the left.
He hasn't rerolled. He didn't reroll it.
Sorry, if the wrestle guy
Yeah.
had been powered.
Yeah. I don't like that will blitz.
No, I don't.
I think you
it's
should have
all
blitzed
about
the
getting
rest.
this one a free. Yeah, it's about the other one, which is the better one, getting out. I say better just because it's got a sidestep, which is incredibly useful. This plus strength one is now up in the teeth of the enemy, which is an interesting place to put it. But he's created what I think he wants, which is wolves to the 4 and wolf option.
Yeah.
+4 will still be tough to knock over because
But
they're both blodge, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's a blood split diving tackle blitzer that's going to stand in the middle of everything, and he's going to need to hit it with something. Yeah, get that wolf out of there.
Do you take dice on the ball this turn?
It's
I think you do. I think it's try and take dice here.
3+.
I'm not sure I need to see the need for that. You've got control of the field right now. And unless the next turn goes very badly, you should get better shots next turn. There's no line I really love here that ends up with you on the ball. Except leaping in. So he is, he's leaping in.
He can still dial it back. It's still an annoying piece to have standing there. If the other guard, Dutch guard just stands up now, then this is a mess blocking.
Yeah, you've spent the reroll, and if you go in for the ball, you still have to do another 3+ without a reroll. So maybe you just say...
No, 2+, the AG5 can go.
Oh, yeah. So you could try for the 2+, or you could just take a line that says, I'm just going to make this as problematic for you as possible. Which would involve applying the diving tackle.
But the diving... It's bad to say... Don't...
Yeah, I think what I would probably do here is just settle for trying to knock that wolf over, or at least just present a nice solid line and make him pick a side, and then I can attack next turn. I think there's enough problems inherent in this position. Okay, that's interesting.
That's a rowdy.
That's incredibly cheeky. Oh, he's going for the 2 dice with the wrestle.
Yeah.
Into a chain.
Wow. Okay.
He doesn't get it, but
it's that. But let's put it away. The ghoul is not in a good place anyway.
No. He's still up Shit's Creek without a paddle. He's got 2 diving tackle block dodge pieces on him.
Um,
I'm a little confused as to why we pushed ourselves diagonally opposite the other one. I guess it's for that reason, but
yeah, to make it harder to remove both of them.
yeah, I suppose.
And now the wolf
It means
cannot.
the guard isn't covering each other as effectively as it could have been.
No.
So Diomed has to do something.
Yeah, you're right. But it still means he needs to use players on it, and he still.
I mean, there's a route out to the left, but it takes some nice blocks to get anything coming with you. But at this point, you've got to potato and just get something down the field, don't you? And as much that can come, comes.
You're on turn 7. You're not very likely to get the protection you need.
Well, the
Unless you
powers
start
are
rolling
coming in, which is going to help.
Yeah. I mean, now you could consider rolling a bunch of 3+s and hope that shit works.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, I think you're pushing out to the left and bringing, as I said, bringing whatever you can with you. I think the blitz is to blitz down that annoying wrestle piece again, probably with the guard, just so that the peasant, is it? No, the zombie can come with us. And then probably you try for a wolf at the back end of it, maybe 2. You start with the one further away. There's a reasonable cage. You can certainly a screen that can form. Here we go. The white's up first.
Using
Now,
guard.
the only question is he greedy and tries to clear that wrestle line frog Russian with a wolf, which would be the dangerous way to do it, but it then means that the guard can get more involved too.
Hey, Cameron.
Hello, Caprion.
I think if you're hitting there, it has to be a blitz, doesn't it? So that you mark these guys in the centre that the wolf's going to dodge away from.
It is a blitz.
Okay, well, it is the blitz that I called for, so that's good.
Yeah, it's
the right place to be hitting. And the white and zombie both run up to save friends with the ball.
Yep,
what that golem hit has done, of course, is create a lovely route for the wolf to dodge off and around the top edge.
Yeah, to help screen it off.
Yep, and then the strong one comes last up the back route. I mean, just literally out to the side and then up.
Yeah.
Between the white and the 2, and positions itself wherever it looks like it's going to be the most annoying.
I'm going to give you all the pleasure of hearing the greatest sound known to mankind.
Oh, it's certainly in there. I think everyone's top 2 or 3.
Yeah, Kislev. To be fair, Kislev is like they haven't lost anything important, and the 2 of them is KO and they got a bay. It's besides spending their wizard on nothing.
Now that's a little spicy.
That's a rowdy block.
But he really don't like that wrestle tackle. I can see it. I'll do it as well. Because that, if you can get that on the floor, it cannot hit your ball carrier. You need to do that.
You do have a reroll as well in case you scolded 1D.
Yeah, you need to.
Absolutely.
You need to try to get that wrestle tackle piece.
I mean, the turn ordering was fine with it as well. Even if it all failed, everything was screened off and completely safe.
Yeah.
But
no, I liked that turn. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
It was well played from Diomed.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to chip pieces now, isn't he? Or get a foul target. He can't foul. He's got too short
no,
a bench.
Oh, he can.
You definitely don't foul on this board state.
If I disagree. If that wolf was down on that lineman that doesn't have skill,
I might go for that. That wolf.
Yeah, if that skill was not stunned, but I don't want to do it with a skilled player. But if the skillless one was unstunned, I will definitely seriously thought about going for that wolf, because it's his only tackle piece and half you.
Because it's nasty. Yes, and most importantly, it's the tackle piece.
It is disgusting.
Where
but also
nasty.
every team room Clubhouse deserves a wolf pelt on the floor, but we all know it.
Yeah.
There's few things more
Nice.
joyous in Blood Bowl than killing a wolf. I mean, obviously
Killing a
killing a
wardancer.
dancer, yeah, is top of everyone's list. Bull centers and gutter runners are high up too, but
Yup.
killing a wolf is beautiful. It's
Why
a
are you
lovely
getting?
moment for everyone.
Why are you? You cannot hit the ball. The only thing he could do was hit the wide, and
Which is
then
what he was going to do.
yeah, and then the other wide just blitzing you.
Yeah. I mean, it was
As we discussed before, the white's not particularly effective pieces that you should be overly worried about anyway.
No, that wolf was and is. You got all your best pieces is blood. You don't like that wolf. It's the only tackle piece. You don't want it hitting you.
And
It
it's
also
frenzy, so
wasted-
it's got double tackle, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It both have fake tackle and real tackle.
So there's a second issue with that blitz as well, is that he wasted his last reroll that he needed to save for the 1-turn.
Without being overly critical, I have a sneaky feeling that 1-turning it may not be his specialty.
I would tend to agree with you on that one.
Against 2 flesh columns, it is challenging anyway.
And he have a sidestep wolf he could put in as well.
I bet you £1,000,000 gazillion pounds he doesn't.
Yeah, he does not
After
put
the way he went to rescue that wolf, like I said he would. There's no way he's putting a wolf on the line. He probably won't even put the flesh columns there.
He might
He
just
definitely won't put a wolf there. Not while I've got a hole in my arse.
One back. Babe doing nothing.
Babe is a fucking useless inducement. You can't change my mind.
Babe is fine.
I like that they've changed to kegs now, that we can hate something that doesn't feel misogynist when we do.
Yes. So we are getting annoyed over when we take the two cakes, then everything is casualties, and when you take the apple, everything is chaos.
Yep. And if you take both, well, then you get both. And then nothing works.
I mean, at
Apothecaries
least
are
he's putting
terrible. And they get worse in 2020 while regen stays the same, much better.
Yeah.
So another effective buff for regen because of the nerf to Apothecary. Once again.
Someone's unhappy.
And he
There's
is.
so much about the 2020 rules that I do think are good and exciting and new and interesting. And then you turn the page and go, what's this utter bollocks?
I'm excited for this.
Can we talk about? So we're saying we don't want to risk the wolf on the line of scrimmage. That's fair.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
where he put him instead?
Just call me Mystic PC.
But have you seen where he put him instead?
Yeah,
Massively
massively at
blood
risk.
at the blood.
Massively and totally at risk, right out on the edge. Fantastic.
But
Hey, Aiden.
So instead of one turning, you
Hello,
just
Aiden.
smack that wolf up, don't you?
Yeah.
Interestingly, the other one he left on the bench. Brilliant.
Yeah,
That's how special that one is. There is a, you know, the Build a Bear service. There is an online version that will build not just bears, but any shape that you can sort of draw.
actually, you have two guys.
So if you're that in love with your Blood Bowl player, they will make a plushie for you that you can take to
Actually,
bed and actually huggle at night.
Just for the
are
record.
you telling me I can get a witch elf plushie? Or
Yeah.
a tree man plushie?
Yeah.
I'm
fucking doing it.
also saying he could actually want to. He can actually want to if he wants to, because you have two guys.
He is kind of setting up like he's thinking about it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely, and Diomed are giving him stairways to heaven as well. So if you can first
Why
get the
not
pushes,
put the rifle from?
if you first can get the pushes going, he got the steps to use all the way down. Like if you first start getting pushes, there's nothing really stopping it from going.
Well, depressingly, this now means that Hargrim was right, and that pissing away his final reroll on a vanity blitz to an unimportant piece
Where he should have
was
Well, I
been
mean,
hitting.
he's fucked up.
even worse than it looked at the time.
Yeah,
I mean, he's fucked up the setup, but okay.
I can. The setup still kind of. We can still leap in and get two dice and start pushing.
Yeah, but what? forward.
I'm not done it this way, but it's still possible.
I definitely would have done it this way.
It's not the ideal way. No, actually, it's not too bad. He jumps behind and pushes it straight back, and then you push it to the left, and you guard back.
It's a sort of attempt at the whole kind of thing, isn't it?
Okay, he's not good. What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Where the first push isn't useful.
But that's
What?
He didn't want that push to be useful.
Huh?
He wanted to.
Okay, now I'm confused.
He want, because he was too guard, he had options to leap in behind him, exactly using that zombie. And diomed have given him the stairways to touchdown land on both sides. So, oh my word.
Okay, I'm confused.
Is it you and me, Core? Is it when we look at a game of Blood Bowl it becomes rubbish? Is it the act of observing it that is making this happen?
Yes, the two of you are cursed. You're actually cursed.
It's the same when I'm trying to cast games with Charms, with good old Chuckles. We always get some really weird games. We had a one-man fireball in a Charlie's game.
Wait, what?
He was fireballing one
one-man
stand.
fireball?
He put a fireball on somewhere I think he thought they were hitting people laying down as well.
It is a prettier animation than the lightning bolt.
Yeah, for now I want Barrack on all my teams just to foul with him, because that's a nice animation as well.
It is. Though I might have to start playing rats, because the bewitching rat ogre tail just entrances me every time I see it still.
Swing, swing, swing. From side to side it goes.
Oh, it's like a red laser dot and I'm a cat. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I will take my statement again. I'm not sure he knows actually how to do one trainers properly.
No, I think you're probably right. I mean, he was having a go. And look, I think that's better. These people that read them off cheat sheets, I think that's tedious. Because although there are people, particularly on the NAF scene, that set up off cheat sheets, so you are going to face the exact defense you think you are. Really often you're not. You're going to face something like this, and actually you're going to have to be able to think about it and work it out yourself.
Yeah.
It's what I've been saying to people who've been wanting to learn how to one turn. I've told them, it's like, fuck any guide you find on the internet. They're useless.
No,
they give you a sense of what it is you're supposed to be able to do, but in general, I find that you're better.
Love it.
In general, I find that you're better off just trying and doing it, trying to set up different ways, trying to look at the board and say, how do I get this to work from the setup that he has given me?
I think it teaches you, using any sort of cheat sheet, it teaches you the basic of how you can set up to achieve a one turn. And I think from there, you then need to make that something you understand and can feel if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the first step is obviously you need to learn how chain pushes work. That's the first problem I've encountered when facing new players.
Yeah. And he's still, it's... Yeah.
Yes, it isn't magic. It's fairly simple. But then the creative process with that, I mean, it starts when you start doing it in scrums and things. And you start to think, oh, that's useful. Then you realise that lots of people have done it against you for years and you've just been too stupid to see it.
Oh, I remember those days.
Hey, Flicky.
Flicky.
We it's let's put it away. The Kislev have gotten away with a lot of basing because there's not that much damage potential either.
No, with only 2 mighty blow and then being on the flesh columns, it's very limited in the damage output that the slan can put out.
And it's been fairly rowdy in that sense.
Oh, very rowdy.
But it's a weird Kislev team with 3 blitzers, 1 catcher.
Yeah, and Squirrel, if you don't think that someone one day won't combine the build your plushie to any picture you've got and Japanese sex robots into a build a sex robot into any picture you've got, you're wrong. Somebody will.
Oh, absolutely.
That's if Jimmy Fantastic doesn't do it first.
Wait, how did we get into sex robots? And why did we get into sex robots?
I was talking because I talked about the Build-A-Bear version of, you can build from any picture, so they could build your wood elf dancer, or they can build you a bull centaur. Just send them a picture and they'll build it as a sort of Build-A-Bear type thing.
Yes, but why bring sex robots into it?
You've never been on Jimmy.
Squirrel Dude was talking about what plushie he would take. He said, "I can now take a plushie of a witch elf to bed," and someone said that's a different sort of toy.
In generally, this Necro team looked like it should have played at least 5 games more. Have a lot of players that could have been better.
I think the bigger question is, why were we not talking about sex robots before that? Why do people talk about things other than sex robots?
BB and sex robot is what holds this community together. At least it's Jimmy's server, right, Jimmy? He's just a disclaimer. I think him potentially having or cast in the background, meanwhile doing eye racing at the moment.
Good balls, sex robots, prime time, Kev. What could possibly go wrong?
Championships, who I won't tell you his actual nickname, so let's just call him Mr. Masturbator. And he was sort of well known in the community for having an advanced VR chair and VR porn rig, and being the most sort of technological masturbatory person the world has seen to date.
Why?
And I thought, wow, when I heard that, I thought that's an interesting thing to be told about someone you've not met. I thought, I wonder if I ever meet him, if that will just somehow organically crop up. And it does, because he happily tells everyone.
Oh, by the gods.
Then it's not really... Yeah, okay. At least you're in front of the news then.
Well, Jimmy decided to pop by into this mysterious conversation.
It's he asked if he could put it on in the background, meanwhile doing eye racing or eye crashing or whatever we call it nowadays.
Jimmy, run while you still can.
I respect that about Jimmy. He's doing something that clearly he isn't particularly good at. And because he loves it, and that's great. That's that's the heart of all true hobbies, isn't it? It's people that love it, not people that are mastery at it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What the fuck have I gotten myself into? I did not expect to talking about sex robots at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening.
What time of the day do we normally talk about sex robots?
Never! That's the fucking point!
5 in the morning.
This is an interesting line.
It's a assist to block the fleshy, I think.
But why?
What? Because it's standing there. Why not?
Yeah, I think why not is the best answer I can come up with too.
Oh, he's not blocking it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess that answers that problem, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's an SPP generating event. That's the best thing I can say about it. And I hear SPPs are good things to have in Blood Bowl.
Yeah, he's now only 9 points from leveling up. It's only 3 touchdowns. He will get there. Like it's, I could understand it, leaving him there if you wanted to take the hit.
I'm confused again. Why are we leaving that wolf in a really dangerous position?
Because
I'm missing it. There's a diving tackle
and tackle, as both tackle having tackle on now. And because he just rolled a POW, he cannot put one of them away.
So, another interesting line from the slant.
I've no clue why the catcher is stranded there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He didn't want to go for it. So instead he made a pass.
Easy.
He could also...
So he's exchanging a 2+ for a 2+2+.
Actually, the funny part
Although he pulled a reroll, so it was genius.
Oh, it's big brain.
Yeah. And actually, if you're taking, it could have been. He could have done a 2+ with dodge. He could have taken another line running over. He could have gotten to do the handoff with 2 dodges instead, which probably have been with reroll both. Yeah, but
Well-
it got a reroll out. It got stunned though, which is a bit annoying. But
I think stunned from that would count as a bit of a victory.
no, because the ball carrier is getting. Oh wait, he just
Yes, but I think it could have been worse. Okay.
But if he'd been taking the handoff route, then the ball carrier has not been hit. I'm just saying. No, it doesn't count for much, but you could have chosen to be standing in the square. The strength 4 wolf had to move through.
Well, similarly, there are ways that blitz could have pushed it onto the white if it failed on 4 dice, but you know, when your wolves are this good, perhaps you don't need to use them particularly well for them to still be effective.
No. Typical
Oh
Necro.
yeah, if the frenzy had failed, they'd been pushing away from the white again. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yes, I spotted that and didn't think it was good, to put it mildly. But it worked out fine. It was good.
And now Sure-Hands is going in.
Adev is mildly disappointed at the level of this game.
At least we don't have dwarves with Mighty Blow running away from the blocks.
Hey, Dave, I don't know if you were around. I mean, this frankly is better than Underwhelmed versus. I resist calling them dwarves. Badly coached, whatever it was that we watched the other night.
I
Useless midget.
told Lady about that. It's basically the part of it where I was just sitting laughing and you were sitting ranting.
It literally was a masterclass in what you don't do with dwarves. Every single turn. It was hilarious.
Has anyone got a clip of that?
I just watched the whole second half. It was mainly I was not doing much more than saying why and laughing. But yeah,
Yes, I'm not just going to mock someone without explaining in detail why that's risible.
no.
And what the very obvious and easy thing that required less effort would have done, and why it was better. But
yeah.
you know, that's because I'm old-fashioned. I think if you've got Mighty Blow, you should hit things with low armor with Mighty Blow.
But
and
the
not,
stand firm.
not rub up against them gently without.
But the stand firm piece, so you needed to keep them wide, so you couldn't just run around you.
To control those wings when nothing was going
Yeah,
on, nothing was happening.
I think I had a talk with Gideni this morning, which I talked with the dwarf coach. I think he was talking about using the stand firm like to create positions and make it harder for the the underworld to hit back with for the underworld to hit back with claw. I think he may have taken it a little bit to the extreme. The advice he got.
That's game.
So
yeah, the problem with seeking advice is you need to be smart enough to understand what the advice means, not just having the words, but how to interpret it with your level of play.
So he might have gone a little bit overboard with trying to make create battery with the stand firm, making them.
He got to a chalice and had an adventure. And next time I suggest he coaches a little more appropriately if he wants to do more than that. But, you know, that's great. It's for everyone. And perhaps he had a bad day. We all do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that most coaches, when they play Blood Bowl, when they're giving you advice, will tell you something is shit. Won't explain why, they'll just say it's shit. Purple Chest will tell you it's shit, explain to you why it's shit, and explain to you how you're shit.
No.
Not how you shit,
like
just
to
how
think of it that way.
Just what you do is shit.
I'm gently encouraging people to try and play better.
That's a lot to ask for in most people.
But yes.
Yeah, I did do a bit of that. But then if people do good things, I'd like to point that out too. Just seems less
But you
common.
kind of rad cover, and sometimes playing like there was 4 claw on the underworld sometimes make people too careful at what they're doing, so they actually end up getting more risk. And he did give away a ton of hit to those claw pieces.
You whilst not hitting back with his most effective hitters and picking poor shapes and not seizing advantage of space when it was there right in front of him. Other than
that was hilarious when he went backwards.
Yeah, under no threat, he just bottled out.
It's not looking particularly good for Kislev here, is it?
I would
it's
say
not.
it's pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah,
Bad.
bad.
Of course, you're always only a couple of 3+s away from a wrestle tackle. What are we doing? Are we actually finally going to try to spawn a ghoul? Not a ghoul and a white. I think he might regret that though. That's 3+ with a reroll and a 3+ leap for 2 dice with that wrestle piece laying down.
Right, I've just got some
You
dinner
don't
to
even
do,
need
so I'm going to go and just. This is not holding my attention. I'm going to go and have my dinner with my family. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, see him. Oh, it's a
Actually,
3+ leap in as well to
it's
get
a
the
2
guard.
plus 2 plus, and then a 3 plus for 2 dice.
Yeah, you do need to get the guard in. So it's 3+, 3+ in there. 2+ makes it. And then you have 85 with to get the ball, and you can pass it to 85.
Yep. Leap.
And wrestle
Gets
is
the
fine.
knockdown. Or get down that he needed.
Yeah, that's fine with 85.
With 85, that's absolutely fine, isn't it?
Okay, so then you mark the wrestle tag, the tackle strength 4 piece, please, with that lineman that doesn't have anything, please. See,
Please?
he has the good. He's not completely without.
He's not
idea.
completely terrible.
That's not what I'm saying, and I will use the catcher as the ball fetcher as the strings too. Because the other one is 85 as well, so I'll definitely pass down to. Oh, wait a second! He can jump up, makes it better to pick up with him. Maybe you don't even need to pass with jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you need to pass.
I actually like using the blitzer for the pass.
Yeah, but just because of jump up.
Yeah.
Extra movement. I did talk myself into that.
Yeah, makes the pass.
Oh, fuck's sake. Need to
That
reroll
is unfortunate, but you do have to re-roll it. Oh!
Okay, yes.
Oh.
Okay,
He had absolutely the right play in mind.
and the second time he's Snake Eye pick up.
It's what we in the industry call incredibly unfortunate.
That's fine. He'll get it. Potentially.
No, you're starting to use fine just like Dio does.
That's still it's still a 3+. You could still easily fail, and again, 85 is in scoring range now. And it's blood diving tackle around the ball. And if he cannot really risk the 3+ touch out with the wolves, can he?
No. I don't think he can.
Might need to use the other wolf. But,
I think you can just use the white here.
oh, the white. But then you need to push him over there. I'm not sure. I was thinking the wolves, so you could get him 2 squares to the left if you're running right.
So, if you use the white like he's doing, blitzing from that square,
You just
he gets the
roll
powers, that's fortunate.
Just roll.
You then chain push the other blitzer in between the zombie and the flesh column, and then you're fine. You've now got an extra tackle zone on the ball as well.
Yeah. But if you don't stun, then that 85 is still just out. But of course he rolled the power and stunned. Like a pro. Ooh. Tasty.
That had to be the reroll as well.
Come on, miss a pickup. The other guy has missed 2 pickups now.
Least you could do is miss one as well.
Let's have a give. That would be more fun.
Give us a game, Nuffle.
Are you eating your weight in burgers now?
Yep. And drinking myself to an early grave.
Oh well, there will be no pension when we get old anyways.
Yep.
No retirement. We'll have to work to in your grave.
I have to work till I'm fucking 90.
I'll not get to be 90 though.
I'll be lucky if I make it 30. I might just get stabbed. I do know McNugget, so that's one reason to get stabbed.
And another's done. Are you... Don't really
This ain't
want
looking good for the Kislev.
No, the problem is we could go for the just the wolf and run away, but I don't really want to score. Oh, boo! Sure hands. Is he handing it off back to the guard piece?
I don't.
He's done.
If you put yourself in the right square, which he's done, I would potentially look
no
at
reroll. There's no reroll. He will wait. He's going to do it again because he needs skills in those 2.
If you still had the reroll, maybe you could look at doing the handoff because he put himself in the right square to do it.
Maybe, yeah, without no, but he's going to do it in next turn. If possible.
There is no reason not to.
Oh, Wrestle is coming in. Can I get 2?
For,
can I get 2 guard in? No, 2. Oh. Okay.
This is just getting worse and worse, isn't it?
He's having... It's a hard match and he's not getting much help. That's 2
Them damn rolling.
So 3 plus, 2 dice, and then you can try again. Why are you not? Why are you not just leaving and?
It was a 1 die.
Didn't he have 2 guard?
Yep, but then he's then Diomed has 2 assists as well.
Oh shit! The zombie. That's because I thought he'll come from the other dude. Gets the ball free and it's going the wrong way.
I mean, this just isn't getting any better, is it?
Had 50% chance to go the right way. Nah.
Fuck your coin flip.
You probably need to sacrifice that that lineup by the sideline. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You take wrestle in, then you can try to jump away with the other one to get down on the garter. And failed. He's trying, but
it's fucking hard with this board state, isn't it?
Yeah, and that stun on the 85, first power into stun. It's really... What's that?
It really isn't getting any better.
And another power to KO. Who needs tackle?
At this stage, I would pretty much say that any removals are irrelevant.
Oh well, the 285s are still there. If you miss the pickup, there's still chances.
I'm pretty sure the game is now over and done with, like 100.
Why? If you miss the pickup, it's 85-85. It's... No reroll.
Yeah.
Though, but...
We are talking about a 1 in 9. Oh, excuse me. A 1 in 9 chance that the game isn't done. But...
And still wrestle. That's...
Ratamo still has to score with no rerolls in 3 turns.
Yeah, if that ball... If the ball can get to that... Mikal... Ustinov.
Just don't. I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing those names.
Well,
Can't be arsed.
I'm a bit unsure why the Flesh
I
Golem
don't see the reason
hasn't.
for that.
Why the Flesh Golem hasn't moved down to wrestle tackle a long time ago.
Yeah,
It's
neither
not,
do I.
It's not like it's going to do anything. Yeah, with 285s on the page, anything can happen, and both of them are still free. But he rolls another 6 on the pickup.
Is it game now, Mr. Big Kev?
No, that's still wrestle, and guard standing up here in the middle. That's still a 2
Yeah, well,
dice.
my pessimistic answer is this game.
It's still 3 plus for 3 plus 3 plus for 2 dice.
There's 3+3+ without rerolling it.
Sure, I've seen worse. I've seen worse working.
So have I, sadly, and lost to worse that worked.
I lost to. I was about to say, in reality, I lost my playoff game last season to it.
Oh,
to a 20% sack where he first needed a POW, then he 1 dice killed my blotcher. With tackle though, but still. So it's 5 plus, needing 6 plus into 5 plus and leap.
It's easy. Just roll 6. It's not that hard. No, I don't get why everyone complains. It's not that hard to play Blood Bowl. Just need to roll 6s.
The problem, of course, is if you wanted to do that way, you cannot really because you will need to dodge twice. So there's no wrestle ball. But I guess you just go in with guard and then you go for, oh, it's not that. Oh, who cares? Just spotted the ball carrier is the white again. And then in with guard in the bottom, and then you just get in with 85 and hit it. And then the other 85 takes it and punts it somewhere. Yeah, no problemos.
Easy.
Easy peasy. I'll probably still need to sacrifice that wrestle piece. No? Okay, we can also just leave him.
I guess.
2 dice.
Ooh. Oh,
Wow.
no. I'm blind.
And still 2 turns.
It's still 2 turns.
We're back again. There's 2 diving cycle blotches.
Now it's a chain push.
Yeah.
Clear the ball.
Well, but you still need to knock them down because they're blood's diving cycle. And now you need to wrestle tackle out of that. You don't. Why are you letting him getting mighty blow hit on the guy you need to score with? Essentially.
Where?
The wrestle tackle dude. So just stand up.
Oh.
Why didn't he try to 3 plus away?
Ooh. I suppose that's fine. I can just chain push off and
Yeah, but wrestle it. He's been really lucky actually getting wrestle on the blotches.
Yeah, he really has.
And now, see, now you don't do like you did and try a risky stall. Now you just freaking scored 2-0.
I would just score.
Or
There is no.
Try the 2 plus. But they've been. No, we drew at pointless block and used my reroll. It's not completely pointless, but yeah, it is kind of because we can just wrestle.
He's not recovering. I mean, realistically, is Ratamo recovering the ball? From the board state before the block, realistically, is Ratamo recovering and scoring?
If you throw the ball away, he got 285s for fuck's sake. And a guard piece does not stun. You should just score. You should just take your reroll and score instead of this.
This is all pointless.
Now he needs to try to score because he cannot check the ball. 2 plus is better. And he makes it. So congratulations to diomed. You get a skill on the score.
And there was much rejoicing.
I mean, to be fair, it has kind of been a stomp. Hasn't really.
I think I do it, but I do it before I even do any stupid block. I just want to win the game. Because the thing is, if you stay around, you'll leave him an option again to
To come back.
pretty likely sack. So I'd probably just have done it meanwhile I had a ruler.
Yeah, I would have just done the blocks to clear the ball, taken a score. You're 2-0 up. He's not. He's not getting to 2-0 or 2 full time.
But where do?
Yeah, but Caprion.
You cannot.
Yes, he would have snaked the GFI, but that's not the point. The point is what was the correct thing to do.
And to be fair, it depends on it actually is the same die sequence. Block dice and normal D6s. That's another question.
Sequences.
If it's two different, how it works. If it actually is the same.
I can actually explain how it works, but that's probably not very interesting to a lot of people.
Yep. And it's the thing is as well. The problem was all his blocking still made him couldn't really get the ball safe, could he?
No.
Because he'd been moving everybody around to assist and block. So he kind of forced himself into a situation where he needed to do the 2+.
Yeah.
It have been a game. We can say that much. And it's been way too fast, the game. It's only taken an hour and 20 minutes. He was first playing in 40 minutes.
Oh, going for the one-turner.
He needs to. But he's still... One thing he needs to learn with the one-turner, he should get the first forward movement on the blitz. Especially with movement 7. You can still do it now, but it costs him the block extra, which makes it a lot harder.
It does make it a lot harder. You didn't fill out the right score.
No. He's trying.
He is trying, and I'm going to give him massive credit for actually trying to set up the one-turners.
It's not been great, though.
Very few people would try and actually do a one-turner in a board state like this. They would literally just have given up, and very few people would just have quite a few people would have given up once there was any slight chance of it being too hard for them to do. Can't we just tell Dio to start his game already? Surely it can't take that long to sacrifice your firstborn to Knuffle just so you dice your opponent.
He may actually get into second round.
Free serve. Why the hell not? Except it wasn't a serve. It was just a KO instead.
Yeah.
Same difference, really, innit?
Well. Who is he playing against? He's playing...
And the screenies. Not that it's really gonna stop the Slan from scoring, having an Agi 5 catcher. But it doesn't matter, does it? You've already won the game.
You might as well just run away.
Yeah. Might as well. Did he just forget the ball? I think he forgot the ball. Oh my god. He forgot the ball.
He may have thought he already had the ball from that. He must have forgot.
I'm sorry, but that was too funny. I mean, it works anyways, but that is just too funny.
I would imagine he forgotten he had the ball.
Oh,
He must have forgotten he didn't get the ball right.
yeah, he must have. Or misclicked.
I misclicked.
I'm sorry, mate, but that is just too funny.
Wrestle death. Yeah, the end is thrilling. Who will win? Every Kislev touchdown counts for 2, right?
Yeah, totally. Looking at you, GW.
If it's up to them, it'll probably count for minus. And you dodge first. You dodge on into your
Just
pop
dodge
dodge.
through. You've got actually 5. It's not 3 pluses. It's just 2 pluses.
Oh dear.
That's 2 plus. You've got dodge skill.
He's probably saying thank. No, that's a turn mark. He's saying thanks for the game. He might even just stop there because he can. No.
Tuddy.
The Tutti. So you get a chance more to. Can anybody skill up? Yes, if you scored on the other wide instead, the other wide had been just a casualty from touchdown.
Yeah.
No, not so much.
I don't think it really matters what diomed does here.
If it depends on Kislev setup, I might practice one turning with the wrestle go.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well try the one turner, but you've got movement 8 with a sidestep. If you want to make it easier, you do it that way. But if you want to get the practice with a movement 7, then sure.
And he needs to start pep on the other ones, doesn't he? And can get a wrestle tackle go. So that's what I will do. And probably put the 13 staff pep on wide down as the ball carrier. That is horrific.
So, let's go harass Theo, shall we?
Everybody wants to harass the Theo.
Little D.
I done it. Little D play now.
Play now. I've seen people try and do that against Dio.
He's going for the
TSB, like Chuggles was just like, play now.
No, he's just going for hits. Disappointing. If you can just make the chain push, it's just a free touchdown in the left side, for fuck's sake. And it's the easy setup. Come on, people.
I guess he just doesn't care because he knows he's won.
Yeah, but you could get 3 star player points.
He may think it's not worth it considering, yeah, I may get 3 star player points, but I could get 7.
It's more likely to work than actually casting to. And it's
Yeah,
a
but we all know how.
See, no, it's touchback on top of it. No, we want to pass with a zombie because That zombie skill is going to work.
Yeah, dirty player, easy. Now you can actually start fouling with a dirty player instead of wasting your only other block piece.
No, because now the pass is not going to work, is it?
Shh, you underestimate the power of the zombie pass.
Yeah, but you... Like, again, especially with the touchback, it will be 2 go for it, and if you use the reroll on one of them, you could, in theory, just not do it anymore.
Yeah. But it's fun. And also mighty blow.
You could also double skull yourself and kill yourself. That's also an option.
It's 3 dice. It has to be triple skulls.
The first one was not. The one he actually
Yeah.
rolled double skulls on was 2 dice. And all the time.
Come on, zombie pass. Well, I mean, he saved himself a 4+ pickup.
Yeah, it doesn't get better, and it works.
Hey! That's a skill as well.
Yeah, that's why he did it, for fuck's sake. Oh no, it's the other white. It's the white already skill.
Congratulations, Diomed. Commiserations. Shit, was it Ratamo?
Yeah,
Ramator?
Ratamo.
Ratamo. Thank you. I'm terrible with names. I was, well, let's just say it was interesting.
Nice blocks. Not so nice blocks. Pretty crap. Leap was good. Dodge was good. Block not so much. Half an hour.
So, for those of you who want to sit around and wait, don't bother. You can just go take a nap. Open a beer.
I might open a cider. Should I start